Sweet Magnolia, season 5, episode 1. I'm on it. Do y'all want to talk about it? We finna talk about it. Here we go. Love the fact that Cal cut his hair. Right off the bat, he looks so much better. And he kind of, dare I say, look fine. Because I don't know, it was something about that long, like, Bobbiana, that sleek bob that he was wearing for the last, like, 4 seasons that I just was like, I don't see it, girl. Like, I really don't see it for him. But that little cut, it I see it. I see it now. Well, Maddie is in New York with her homegirls, Helen and Dana Sue. Maddie has this like new job to where she's basically doing, I don't know if it's like PR for authors or something like that. Her boss don't really see it for her. So she's trying to, impress him with this book signing. He didn't really want to do it, but she ended up being able to do it anyway. They're up there just kikiing, tootsie rolling through New York. Helen has a wedding coming up because she is marrying Eric. Eric is fine. Eric is big fine. She's marrying him. Dana Sue is with them too. Ronnie is working a lot. And I'm going to just say this, Ronnie is fine as well. Ronnie is fine as well. Now, here's my thing with Ronnie. He's working late. He's partners with some girl. I forgot her name. Forgive me. And the dude who's dating Maddie's ex-husband's baby mama. It's Jamie Lynn Spears, but I can't think of her name right now. It's escaping me. Anywho, so when they first, showed him, he had got home late. His daughter's going to college soon. So they kind of talked and she was like, but I'm proud of you. They're starting a new business, biking business, motorcycle, whatever, to kind of showcase Serenity, right? That's the town that they all live in. So it's a startup. So it does require all hands on deck. But here's the thing. Jamie Lynn's man, whatever her name is on the show, Jamie Lynn's man has boundaries. They were having a little meeting and the meeting was done and Jamie Lynn and her daughter came to pick up her man to go, they gonna go home, have dinner. And old girl, who's their partner, was like, it'll be 15 minutes. And he was like, actually, it's done now. We think it's important for all of us to have dinner together. Baby putting his foot down. And that's the type of man I like. Because I shouldn't have to come up out of my chest, my body, my moo-moo, nor this bonnet for you to check somebody, especially when I'm coming up these draws for you. Huh? When I'm coming up out these draws for you, I shouldn't have to say a doggone thing. That's just how I feel about it. Sorry, I got carried away. But anyway, so she was like, okay, well, I have to do something else. Basically, she gonna continue to work. And Ronnie, now that's Dana Sue's husband. Remember, they had broke up for a while. They got back together a couple of seasons ago. I don't really see it for Dana Sue, but we'll get to that another time. He was like, oh, well, I could stay here and it's no problem. And Jamie Lynn Spears was like, actually, you can have dinner with us, okay? Because we see each other. She know because she was out Fool Out line. She know that line because she was messing with someone else's somebody. Okay, she was dibbling and dabbling and seeing what was happening. So she was like, actually, you can have dinner with us because Dana Sue is her homegirl and she done turned over a new leaf. She not trying to be about that, backsliding type of behavior anymore, honey. She's a respectable woman of Serenity now. So a girl caught what she was putting down, right? She was like, actually, I got to go do whatever, buy lollipops at the side of the road. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good one. And because Ronnie and her was having a little bit of a moment and she was like, oh, you're a go-getter or something like that. And so everybody was like, what is this? What y'all doing? And so Ronnie had talked to Jamie Lynn Spears. Man was like, we said that she was going to be a part of the team. Like, why are you doing that? And he was like, I treat her like I treat everybody else I work with. Okay? I'm listening. I'm attentive. I contribute and I set my boundaries. And I would encourage you to do the same. I said, I know that's doggone right because, baby, Ronnie likes to backslide too. He loves the Tootsie Roll. He really does. That was the whole thing that broke them up in the first place. Him and Dana Sue. Let me get to Isaac has a new man. Him and Isaac are dating. Not him and Isaac. Isaac and this other, miniature white man, they're dating. And the dude is like, oh, we're going to celebrate our 6-month anniversary. Isaac's like, I've never celebrated an anniversary. I never had a long-term relationship, so now I need to figure out what to get him. Cal is at home with all of Maddie's kids and her mama. Okay, and playing Mr. Dad or Mr. Mom, whatever you call it. And he's doing a heck of a job, might I add. Like, he's helping with projects. He's giving advice, baby. He's doing a good job. And I don't have anything else to say bad about Cal, especially with that haircut. I'm here for the haircut. Now, did y'all know that Jodie Benson, a.k.a. Miss Ariel from The Little Mermaid, part of your world, did y'all know that she played Cal's mama in this? I didn't know. I just happened to look up the cast. Still can't remember all the names. But I said, go, Miss Jodie Benson. I love you. Jodie, if you see this, hey, girl. But here's the kicker. Let's get to Helen. Helen is trying on wedding dresses. You know, like I said, they're getting married. And she's just like, man, you know, she's trying to find the perfect dress. And she's like, is this going to go right? Is anything going to go wrong? And I felt that 100%. By the way, Helen is played by none other than Heather Headley, okay? The baby conceiver, the heart giver, the love giver. That's her, okay? I love me some Heather Headley. But she's like, what's going to go wrong? And she's kind of, yeah, she wants to enjoy the process. But remember, she thought she was going to marry her longtime love. And that didn't really go because, child, high key, his family was racist. Okay? And, you know, it was a jungle fever gone wrong. And so they broke up. But she done got, you know, back on the program, got her a beautiful chocolate man. And they planning this wedding. And she's like, man, I don't want nothing else to go wrong. Like, and her homegirls was like, girl, something gonna go wrong, but it's gonna be all right. They was giving their accounts of, like, what happened with their weddings. And she's like, they're both like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. Like, we're gonna get through it. It's not a big deal. It's gonna go fine. Just giving her comfort during this time. And I felt that because I think people, and she's a woman of a particular age, an older woman. She's had through the season, she's had some things. She lost a child, you know, had a miscarriage, a lot of things happening. And I think that when you're at a particular age and you reach a milestone that you've been wanting, but it may have came a little bit later, you are on high alert of like, what could possibly go wrong with this? Is this too good to be true? Especially if you're being loved properly. Okay? Being loved properly when you have not been loved properly is a little bit of a trigger in itself. Shouldn't be. And yes, go to therapy. Yes, heal. But like, people don't talk about how triggering it is to be with somebody that's treating you well. And you're like, man, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Anyway, we'll talk about that in another conversation. Anyway, they had a moment. Now, let's get back to Maddie. Maddie and this party. She plans the party. The party does go well. The boss is impressed, okay? Not too impressed, but impressed. Next day, she has a meeting with him, and he basically was like, you know, the person basically that Maddie is assisting, I think her name is Nell. She's cool. Like, they're not going to cut her, but they're going to have to, you know, drop some people, make some budget cuts, right? So Maddie, in all of her like gumption, is like speaking out, you know? She's like, no, it's not right. Like, what about such and such? You're killing the voices of all the authors and da-da-da. And baby, he said, you know what? Actually, baby, make room, okay? Because you next. Actually, bye-bye. You can go too. You can leave. It's cool. That way, you know, one less bell to answer, one less eggs to fry. He fired her. Mind you, this was her dream. This was her dream, y'all. So, baby, now Maddie ain't got no job. Anyway, if y'all want to hear about episode 2, I'm going to watch that and tune in. We can talk